Hello guys. So this is the next portion about the reproductive system. So we will continue talk about the female reproductive system and the gradually transient toward the pregnancy. All right. So we know everything about the ovaries. We know everything about the follicle development toward the ovulation, followed by the corpus luteum. So we have the follicular phase, luteal phase. So here is follicular phase, luteal phase, follicle development, ovulation, and then corpus luteum. Along this line, we know that the follicle produce the estrogen, corpus luteum produce estrogen and progesterone. So that's that. All right, so you know everything. These will lead to the pregnancy, and the place for the embryo and the fetus development is in uterus. So we must take a look at the uterus. So here is the uterus. Just show you that this is ovary. Just have some uh, cutting, so you can see better about the tissue structure about the uterus. Uterus is an organ, so it has the smooth muscle. It's we have three type muscle: skeletal muscle, smooth muscle, and the hard muscle. And this is a smooth muscle. So ovaries, uterine tube or fallopian tube, uterus. So it's uterus. Uterus three layer. The most interior portion is called endometrium. The central portion is called here endometrium. Central portion is called myometrium. Myo means it's muscle, so it's very thick of the muscle wall, so it can contrast. When it contrasts, it's gonna squeeze it, and it's gonna push the baby for delivery. But before that, it will get suppressed by progesterone, so they will not contrast that easily. So that can provide a stable environment. Yeah. When there is the through the menstrual cycle, when the female produce estrogen, followed by estrogen and the progesterone, what they will do is that they will act on the endometrium. So not the muscle portion, the endometrium. So they will make this endometrium become thicker and thicker and thicker. I think I probably has a picture like this one here. So this one show you that endometrium right here. So here is the beginning after the menstruation, after a shedding. So this start from the scratch. Endometrium. The follicle produce the estrogen right here. It will cause the endometrium to get thicker, thicker, thicker. So this is a very soft and neutralized soil for landing, for oocytes or for the embryo to land. So that's that. So estrogen provide to grow, followed by the estrogen and progesterone to provide it to grow. Progesterone also suppress the muscle from contraction. So it will provide a very comfortable environment for embryo to land on it and to implant on it. So that's that. All right, so that's a three layer. Quick question can be that the menstruation refer to which layer get shedded. It would be the uh, endometrium. Endometrium is shed during menstruation. So that is that layer. It's not muscle. So this endometrium can regrow, just like your skin. They will regrow. This is essentially is the skin. This is continuous. That's epithelium, basically. But we call it endometrium right here, endometrium. So that's that. And outside here is the perimetrium. So that's it. All right, so that's the reason to know is the reason to know these three layers is that we know that the menstruation, for the menstruation we only concerned about the endometrium. Yeah, so this one show you that the female sex hormone, get rid about everything female sex hormone. We have the estrogen during the follicular phase, ovulation. After ovulation, corpus luteum produce the estrogen and the progesterone. Yeah. And this part is about the if there's no pregnancy, then the corpus luteum will degrade and both will drop. When both drop, you start another cycle of menstruation again. So here is that. So here is that combine everything. You have the uterus, which has the follicle development, ovulation, followed by corpus luteum. They produce hormone in the blood. So if you examine the blood, you will see estrogen during the follicular phase. You will find the estrogen and the progesterone during the uteral phase. If you examine the endometrium, you will find that endometrium will grow, prepare for the ovulation, and followed by the if there is no ovulation, then the corpus luteum will die. While corpus luteum die away, there is no enough hormone to sustain these endometrium, and they will get shed, and then you have the menstruation. So that's that. All right. Okay. So that's the menstrual cycle. And then what if there's pregnancy? So the oocytes uh enter into the fallopian tube, and then the sperms are there. Multiple sperms are there. Only one will enter into the uh enter into the um the into the enter into the oocyte. Yeah, I was someone. All right. So that's that. So what happens? So here is the example. Here's a picture showing that, okay, after ovulation, I know I don't want to answer that. All right, after the ovulation, then there's sperm and only one will enter. We call it a successful entering of a sperm into the oocyte. Here is oocyte, just in case you forgot, oocyte right here. Enter into the oocytes. The successful entering of the oocyte, we call it fertilization. So that's successful fertilization. All right, so that's a good start. Now, this will trigger the cell to grow to become a baby, right? So this merge form a zygote. So this is zygote. This is the original, the very beginning of the organism development or embryo development. So this is the oocyte. So now you have DNA from your father, DNA from your mother. That is the zygote. Zygote will start to perform mitosis, so cell division, and then one become two, two become four. In the beginning, these cell division are restrained in a limited space. So this is the space that they will have. So they will divide, but they will stay in that same space. And to the level is, we call it morula. And then it will grow to become the blastocyst. when they become blastocyst, they will start to, they will already, will be about a week after the fertilization, they will start to implant on the embryo, on the uterus. They will, then this we call it the embryo. So they will start to implant on the uterus. So that's that. So this is the pregnancy. And then baby will grow. So some important terminology will be corpus. Okay, here we have the corpus luteum that will secrete the estrogen, progesterone. Then you have the ovulation. Fertilization is also important terminology. You need to know what does it mean. Fertilization is a merge of a sperm and an egg. Zygote, this term is the beginning, the very first cell of the body, and that will divide it. The first stage we call it morula, and then it will grow into the blastocyst, and then blastocyst will implant. What's implantation? Implantation is in the uterus, and is in the in the uterus. Then this blastocyst will grow into two layers. This is very small, difficult to see, but it has the hypoblast and the epiblast. Yeah, hypoblast and epiblast. Yeah. So and then this will gradually grow into the embryo. Not sure if I have a picture. Fertilization is the terminology to say that the oocytes meet the sperm. This process will finalize the oocyte mitosis, and the final one we call it the ovule. So typically, when we call it ovule, is the final haploid of an egg. It's because that oocyte do not or does not complete its mitosis until the very end stage. Does not complete its meiosis until its very end stage. So when it's fertilized, then it completes its meiosis, then this haploid, the chromosome number amount is 1N, basically, 23 chromosome will merge with another 23 chromosome from a sperm, and that will make it 2N. That will be the zygote. When they merge, they will move into the uterus and then will implant. And what do we need to know here? So what we know here is that once it implant, you kind of consider there are two organisms live in the same body. You have the mother, you have the uterus. You need to know that these two are totally different sets of DNA. Mother has mother's chromosome, mother's genes. Baby has although half of those probably come from mother, roughly half come from mother, but still, not all of them come from the mother. So this organism, this baby is another organism. So it's kind of like two organisms live together. And you need to consider that these two organisms very miraculously, they do not reject each other. So this is something that's very interesting, that mother's body will not see this as an intruder, not as a foreigner, but they will take care of it. And several reasons can explain this phenomena, but one important reason is that between these two organisms, there is a temporary organ. So this organ do not produce, and they will not sustain forever. This organ is called placenta. So this placenta is an organ that is a hybrid organ. This organ has the cells from the mother. It also has the cells from the baby. So this form an interface. And so this very beautiful interaction between mother and the baby. So this is the placenta. Placenta is right here. We have the placenta almost a week after the fertilization. So let me show you here. So this is the fertilization. day 0. After a week, you have the placenta right here, placenta. That's how you implant in mothers. You got to have the interface, and that interface is a placenta. And so this placenta serve multiple function. It serves the interface between mother and the baby. It serves the device that nourishing the baby, helping the baby to grow. It also serves as the organ to tell the body that now we have the baby. The whole body need to modify, need to adjust in order to facilitate this baby's development. So in order to let this placenta to tell the whole body, it become an endocrine organ, it secrete hormone to tell the whole body that we have the baby. The body need to shift into a different mode for the pregnancy. So that's several functions from this placenta. Yeah. So let's look at this placenta. So what I want to say here is that, okay, the placenta is temporary organ, develops during the pregnancy, all right? So it's important in multiple function, in nourishing the baby, it's an interface, right? The cells, the component of the placenta come from the cells, from the baby cells, also from the mother cells. And so it's nourishing the baby. It also provide hormone. So what hormones does this placenta provide? It provide 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 main hormone. Very important for body to tell the whole body that, hey, we are different now. We need to take care of a new life that is living inside of us. So that is that. So these 4 hormone you need to know. One is human chorionic gonadotropin hormone. So this is gonadotropin, another sex hormone. Short for HCG. What does this do? HCG, the main function of HCG is there are many functions. The main function here is that, okay, sustain the corpus luteum. So corpus luteum, let me show you here, corpus luteum. If there's no pregnancy, corpus luteum will sustain for about total maxima 2 weeks, 14 days. Then it died. It can actually start dying about a week after the formation of the corpus luteum. Then it gradually die away. You don't want it to die because they produce estrogen and progesterone. It's important to maintain the uterus environment. So you cannot die yet. And how do the corpus luteum know that it's not time to die yet? Is that HCG. So placenta produce HCG, several function. One is to sustain the corpus luteum. And so it will maintain and it will continue produce the sex hormone to sustain the endometrium, the uterus, for baby, for implantation, for embryo development. So that's that. It also has some other function, nausea, etc. But that's not the main function. The main function is to sustain the corpus luteum to survive for a while. Not forever, but for a while. It's because that once the placenta grow to a certain level, they can produce their own estrogen and progesterone. So when placenta is large enough, we don't need corpus luteum. But before that, they need corpus luteum to produce the estrogen and the progesterone. So they produce estrogen progesterone gradually, as I show you here, the next one. So you can see in the first trimester, the placenta produce HCG, corpus luteum produce estrogen and progesterone. By the second trimester, corpus luteum will die away. Then the placenta is large enough to produce estrogen and progesterone, and the HCG gradually die because you don't need corpus luteum anymore. By the transition to the third trimester, you don't need corpus luteum, so you don't need HCG, and by placenta itself, it produces the estrogen progesterone. So that's that. So in addition to progesterone, estrogen, and HCG, the placenta also produce human placental lactogen. This one is one to increase the mother to provide the nutrition to the baby, basically to increase the glucose nutrients production in the blood, as well as to stimulate the milk production. So ready for the baby to feed the baby. But this one is also the reason that we have gestational diabetes, that the mother has high blood glucose hyperglycemia, is because the HCG tend to increase glucose level in order to sustain the embryo development. So that's here. Another picture show you the placenta. So we talked about this one already. So this last two slides, I just want to show you that the baby developments take about 38 weeks. There are several duration critical for organ development. For example, the early one will be the for example, the heart, the central nervous system, the limbs, and you can see that some of those don't end after the pregnancy. They will continue grow. And so it's important not just during the pregnancy. It's important during the pregnancy, but it's also very important after the pregnancy. You need to provide the baby good nutrients during the pregnancy. It's important. Don't smoke, very critical. And yeah, there are some timeline for the embryo development. The first, in the beginning, we have the zygote, and then the first couple of days, we have the morula. Morula is a group of cells within a constrained space. We have a blastocyst, and that gradually transition into the epi and epiblastome. Let me double check. Transient into the yes, hypoblast and epiblast. And then that hypoblast, epiblast will grow into the embryo here. Grow into the embryo. So by week 3 to 8, we call it embryo. By 8-9 to the end, we call it fetus. So fetus development is the main one. And then after birth, we call it infant. Parturition is the term to describe the baby delivery. Yeah. So that's that. All right. And we finish it. And yeah, let me know if you have any questions. All right. See you later. See you next time.